Welcome back to another road test. Today it's going to get interesting. I have the long anticipated HJC RPHA-91 Carbon on the table, and this helmet serves as an upgrade to the original fiberglass RPHA-91. A helmet that holds the record for the quietest helmet we've ever tested. And with this carbon upgrade, HJC has made a very promising contender for the very best modular helmet available today. Welcome, Toon from Champion Helmets here. The RPHA-91 Carbon carries the latest ECE 2206 and PG certification. It has a recommended retail price of €700, which is €150 more than its original fiberglass version. And for this price, you get the following features in return. Our carbon fiber outer shell using HJC's premium integrated matrix technology, a customizable inner liner, an emergency quick release, an integrated sun visor in preparation for the smart HJC 11B, 21B and 50B communication system, and a pinlock ready and anti-scratch coated visor. But before we start, first a few things in general. The RPHA-91 Carbon is meant for a wide range of riding styles, but it's ideal for touring riders and commuters thanks to its emphasis on comfort. The helmet has a medium oval fit and comes equipped with a micromatic closure. It will compete against the Shoei Neotech 3, the Schubert C5, the LS2 Advent X Carbon, to name a few. Let's find out if the RPHA-91 Carbon is able to shake up our modular rankings. As always, we'll start off with our material segment. Here, we'll be looking at two different criteria. First, we'll be looking at the material the outer shell is made of, and then we'll look at the amount of outer shell sizes a helmet is available in. This is something that is often overlooked but very important, as having more outer shell sizes means that you won't be wearing an outer shell that's too large for the actual size that you're wearing. Obviously, the RPHA-91 Carbon, as the name suggests, is made of carbon fiber. This is also one of the very few things that's different from the original RPHA-91. Furthermore, this helmet is available in 4 different outer shell sizes, which is a great amount and more than most of its direct competitors. All in all, it earns a very solid 4.5 stars for material, which places the RPHA-91 Carbon at the very top of the list with half a star more than its competition. Great to see, let's see if we can keep this up. Okay, this segment is very important as lighter helmets reduce the amount of strain on your neck. And also, with this helmet being a carbon upgrade, this is one of the main areas where it should improve upon the original RPHA-91, the fiberglass version. As carbon fiber outer shells require much less material to reach the same level of strength as fiberglass composite and therefore become much lighter. We measure all of our helmets by placing them on the same scale in a size M. Our scale is accurate to the gram and we weigh helmets without any additional features. Then, depending on their weight, helmets earn stars according to our weight matrix. However, this time around, we'll be introducing an updated matrix for the first time. And in our old weight matrix, helmets were only able to earn full stars from 1 to 5. And because of this, we had to set up 5 pretty broad bandwidths. As a result, helmets would sometimes get the same amount of stars for their weight, despite one of them being significantly lighter than the other. In this new matrix, we've added extra bandwidths that allow helmets to earn half stars, and by doing this, the scores become much more precise and a better representation of the differences between the helmet weights. And when we weighed the RPHA-91 Carbon, the scale indicated a weight of 1599 grams, and with this result, and with our new matrix, the RPHA-91 Carbon earns 3 stars for its weight. A big step forward compared to the original RPHA-91. Let's continue to the visor. Alright, to evaluate the visor we'll be considering several factors, and this includes every visor feature of the RPHA-91 Carbon, such as pinlock features and integrated sun visors, the quality of the visor mechanism and a few other aspects. You can look through our visor matrix to see exactly how helmets can earn stars. Let's see how it does for the visor part. The RPHA-91 Carbon has a pinlock ready visor with an anti-scratch coating, and it comes with a max vision pinlock lens in the box. The visor has a wide field of vision and behind the outer visor is an integrated sun visor. Furthermore, the quality of the visor mechanism is excellent and the sun visor is very easy to use. In total, the RPHA-91 Carbon earns a solid 4 stars for its visor. A great score, but there are multiple helmets that exceed this score by a full star. Let's continue to our next segment. Alright, it's finally time to see what this helmet can do out on the road. Our first test is noise isolation, and like I mentioned at the start of this video, this is where the original RPHA-91 set the record for the quietest helmet we've ever measured, which it still holds to this day. And we measure noise isolation by placing a decibel meter near our test rider's ear, and this records the sound the same way as our rider hears it. We take our measurements from long stretches of open highway with an average speed of around 130 km per hour. During our road test, the RPHA-91 Carbon managed an average measurement of 96 decibels. And this is 1 decibel louder than the original fiberglass version, but still a stellar result. It's still 3 decibels quieter than the closest competition. The RPHA-91 Carbon gets the full 5 stars for noise isolation, and even though HJC just barely wasn't able to break their own record of 95 decibels, it's still impressive to see how quiet their RPHA-91 series is. Anyways, let's continue to ventilation. This is another segment that's entirely decided on the road. To judge a helmet's ventilation, we use a thermometer with a sensor inside the helmet, and then we compare the temperature inside the helmet to the outside temperature. The smaller the difference, the more stars a helmet earns. Let's see if HJC has made any changes to the ventilation channels for this Carbon version. Now, starting at the top, the RPHA-91 Carbon has the same adjustable top vent with a pretty large air intake. Underneath it are 2 unique looking brow vents, which are a bit different from the traditional brow vent you'll see on most helmets. They're adjustable and funnel cold air into the top side of the helmet. The chin ventilation is also identical to that of the original RPHA-91, with a large adjustable air intake just above the flip-up button, and that's it for all the air intakes. As for the exhausts, they're all located at the back of the helmet, inside and above the spoiler. During our test, the RPHA-91 Carbon managed a temperature difference of 0.5 degrees, a tiny bit hotter on the inside compared to the original RPHA-91, but still a great result nonetheless. It matches all of its direct competition, and the results are extremely close to one another here. Anyways, let's continue to our next segment. So this helmet has shown good results so far, but is it comfortable to wear? Well, that's exactly what we'll be judging in this segment. However, this does present a challenge for us, as comfort is hard to capture in concrete numbers. Therefore, for this part only, we rely on the more than 17 years of riding experience of our test rider. He has also tested all the other helmets on this channel and can therefore make a comparison like no other. But first, let's look at the comfort features this helmet is fitted with. The inner liner is moisture wicking, removable, washable and antibacterial. It also comes with a chin curtain, will significantly help keeping out the wind noise of your helmet. The fabrics of the padding inside is identical to that of the original RPHA-91, and usually the padding inside the helmet is either grippy or soft, and the RPHA-91 Carbon has a great balance between both. Our test rider also noted that the reduction in weight of this helmet adds to the riding comfort, making it more responsive to head movements and improving the riding experience overall. This time round, our test rider gave it 4.5 stars for comfort. So that's half a star more compared to the original RPHA-91, but it's just under the level of the Neotech 3 and the C5, because the padding in both of these helmets is exceptionally detailed, where certain parts of the padding is made to be extra soft and it fits like a glove. That's it for comfort. Let's continue to our next and final segment, features. So one more segment to go before our final conclusion, and here we'll be taking a look at all the bells and whistles this helmet is equipped with. The features are especially important for modular helmets, as this type of helmet is usually designed to be as user-friendly and convenient as possible. So let's see what the RPHA-91 Carbon has in store. It's both ECE 2206 and PJ certified, meaning that it's passed the latest safety test and that you can legally ride with the chin bar open. It has a locking system that makes sure that the chin bar stays upright and exactly where it needs to be when it's opened all the way. It's prepared for the smart HJC 11B, 21B and 50B communication systems. It has a glasses-friendly inner liner, and finally, it's wind tunnel tested, allowing HJC to adjust the design to reduce as much wind resistance as possible. All in all, the RPHA-91 Carbon earns a solid 4 stars for the features. That's our final segment done. Let's continue to our conclusion. Alright, let's briefly summarize everything that we've learned in this video. The RPHA-91 Carbon started strong on material, where it earned the highest score of any modular helmet so far, with 4.5 stars. Then came our weight segment, where the RPHA-91 Carbon was expected to do well, and it did, earning 3 stars and improving upon the original RPHA-91. Then after weight came the visor, but we saw that it got 4.5 stars for its pinlock ready visor, solid visor mechanism and internal sun visor. Then in our first road test segment, noise isolation, HJC just barely wasn't able to break its own record of the quietest helmet we've ever tested, but still got very close with an average measurement of 96 decibels, earning the full 5 stars. It also performed well in ventilation, managing a temperature difference of plus 0.5 degrees between the inside and outside temperature, and with this result the RPHA-91 Carbon matched its competition and earned a solid 4 stars. Then in our final 2 segments, the RPHA-91 Carbon was able to stay impressive. It scored 4.5 stars for comfort, the feel of the padding in combination with the reduction in weight earned it half a star more compared to the original RPHA-91. And finally, in our last segment, we discussed the features, where the RPHA-91 Carbon had everything you'd expect for a modular helmet in this price range, thus earning 4 stars. The RPHA-91 Carbon earned an average of 4.2 stars, for which you pay around 24 euros per star, and this value for money rating is still very decent when you consider its 700 euro price tag, making it an attractive choice for those who have the money to spend and are looking for the very best helmets available. This carbon upgrade is able to keep every strong part of the original RPHA-91 while being much lighter and therefore solving its weight issue. Anyways, that's it for this review. Our work is done here. Time for you guys to let us know what you think in the comments below. We had a lot of fun making this video and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to check out championhelmets.com where we offer the lowest price guaranteed and have very sharp discount bundles. If you liked our style of reviewing, leave a like on the video and subscribe to our channel for more content like this in your feed. Guys, buy smart and ride safe. Until next time.